So, in this video we're going to uh, be looking at what is referred to as the European way. The reason I call it the European way is I was in a meeting, we were doing a math training, and in there we had a gentleman there that was from Europe, and he said, I don't know why you guys do it the way you do of having to do all this regrouping and everything, and borrowing and carrying, and he said what we do is a little bit different. So they had the gentleman come to the board and show what he did, and this is how he did it. He said that this is how they do it in Europe. It does work and it does make sense. I'm just going to go kind of slow so you can see each step, and you need to leave a little bit of room. 87,649 subtract, I'm going to leave some room here because there's going to be some space I need to work with here. 21,899. Now he said the very first thing that they do to start off is, in this problem you would not have to worry about this one here. You would start with this because there's regrouping that needs to happen. So because the regrouping has to happen, he says first you'll just take this and you'll turn it into a 14. Then down here you're going to add one more, which is 9. Up here then you're going to change this to be a 16. Down here you're going to add what needs to be a 2 here. And at that's all you need to do because everything else will work. Then you'll just draw your line underneath and you'll just go from there. So here is 0. 14 minus 9 is going to give you 5. 16 minus 9 is going to give you 7. 7 minus 2 is 5. And 8 minus 2 is 6. So that gives you the answer of 65,750. Now we're going to double check this using the traditional algorithm that we use in the United States that makes sense to most of us a lot better. But I'll go ahead and put it up here so we can look at it and compare them and double check. 9 subtract 9 is 0. 14 subtract 9 is 5. 15 subtract 8 is 7. 6 subtract 1 is 5. And 8 subtract 2 is 6. So as you see, it does work. You just have to remember that as you're doing this, if you do not need to regroup in the beginning, you don't start there. You only need to start where you cannot subtract. The other way I'll show you real fast underneath here, not really the European way, more of an adult way to show you, just a little fun one that I learned one day, which is the 87,649. It helps adults doing this one mentally. 899 goes this way. 9 subtract 9 is 0. 40 subtract 90 is going to give you a negative 50. 600 subtract 800 is going to give you a negative 200. 7,000 subtract 1,000 is going to give you 6,000. And 80,000 subtract 20,000 is going to give you 6,000. 60,000. So then you add these all up. You're at 66,000 here, and then you subtract from it 250. From 66,000, it's going to give you 65,750. So if you like working with negatives, you can do it that way also.